Beyond the pages.
Beyond the pages.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 22nd episode of Beyond the Pages podcast. We are so excited to have you all join us as usual to another exciting episode of Beyond the Pages podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Accessible Publishers Limited. My name is Uchechukwu Nwafor, and for today's episode, it's an extra special episode because it's our Valentine's Day edition. You know, Valentine's Day is not just about chocolates, flowers, and all those gifts we share. They are very important, but that's not just what Valentine's Day is all about. Valentine's Day is also about love, the true love that inspires, that guides, that teaches. That's why, and there's no other person to exemplify this kind of love than teachers. Teachers guiding students, guiding pupils. So we are so excited to be discussing this topic today, from rules to role models, how teachers can guide students better. We have an amazing guest here with us. The guest we're having today is not a stranger to us. We've had her before to discuss about a day in the life of a teacher, and it was an amazing episode. Yeah, because it's one of our most listened episodes. So we are so excited to have you again to discuss this, our Valentine special edition. Welcome to Beyond the Pages podcast.
Thank you. Being here again is my pleasure. I've been here once. We had an exciting moment, yes, and I'm so pleased to be here again to share my experience so far in this line of teaching with the viewers, with everyone around, even with students and pupils, because it is season of love and everyone should be loved, should feel loved.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so we welcome Mrs. Elizabeth Odeyale. We thank you so much once more for honoring our invitation again to share your impactful insights. So today, without wasting much of our time, I would like to go straight to the heart of our today's discussion. That's role model and authority figure. What defines a role model in the context of teaching? How does that differ from authority figure? Like, how do you see it different, being a role model and an authority figure?
Being a role model differs from being an authority figure.
Okay.
But as a teacher, you should be able to balance the two. A role model is somebody that motivates, that inspires, that guides people. They guide their behavior, the manner of speaking, the things they do, their actions. While one who gives rule, an authority figure is one who gives rule, who maintains order. You can see that maintaining order and inspiring, they are both needed in the teaching profession.
Yeah.
So as a teacher, you should be able to be an authority figure and a role model.
Yeah.
So being an authority figure practically entails being able to maintain order, while being a role model entails you being able to inspire, to motivate, and to guide the behavior of those that are committed into your ends to educate.
Yeah, you know, teaching, as sometimes it often feels like you will be meeting both types of, like being a role model and being an authority figure. It's often like you have to meet it at some point in your teaching career. At some point, you are a role model. You're trying to create this trust, this relationship. You are trying to make the students to trust you, to approach you. You are trying to be approachable. And then at the other time, you are trying to be an authority figure. You are trying to create the rules, to create the boundaries, to maintain the order. So how do you balance out the being a role model in your teaching career and being an authority figure?
Yeah, it is very easy. It's just that majority are not getting it right.
Okay.
And the major reason why those that are not getting it right is because they are not meant to be teachers.
Okay.
There are some people that are teaching that are not meant to be teachers. If you're actually teaching and you are a teacher, probably by training or by birth, you should be able to balance the two. You have to be a role model, because those that are committed to your ends to educate, they will look at you. Yeah. They will look at the way you behave, the way you talk, the way you do your things. Then how valid the facts they get from you are. They consider that as well, and how skillful you are, how knowledgeable you are. So these children want to be as knowledgeable as their teachers. They want to be skillful as their teachers. They want to be versatile as their teachers. They want to be eloquent as their teachers. So you have to have these qualities to be a good role model to those that are committed into your hands. And at the same time, a good teacher should be able to manage the classroom. Not just the classroom, anywhere you and your students or pupils meet. You should be able to command that respect. What my colleagues in this teaching line do is they demand for respect. They don't command respect. How do you command respect? Your lifestyle, the knowledge you have. Are you a go-to person? When they come to you, can you provide solutions? Can you provide solutions to those pupils or students' problem? If you can, then they will trust you. And then you have to be empathetic as a teacher.
Okay.
You need to create a relationship with them, be close to them, get feedback from them. How was today's class? Did you understand it? Okay, if they do not understand, there are some underlying conditions that may not even be visible in the class. Some students may be going through some things that are beyond the four walls of the classroom. Exactly. Probably they have personal issues that they are dragging with. Probably there are some things that is going on in their family. So as a teacher, you should be able to get through to be free with these children. Be close to them. Get to know what is going on within them. You know, if you don't know these things, you will just be there shouting. You won't be impacting. There is difference between teaching and impacting. So as a teacher, you need to be impactful. Know whether these things that you are telling them is getting into them. If it is not getting into them, why is it not getting into them? Know those underlying conditions, then be able to provide a solution. Not just hearing for hearing's sake alone. Okay, what's the way out? What do you think we can do? If it is possible for you to talk to the parents of your students, please call them and do. Let them know that what they are doing at home is causing emotional damage to that child, and it is not allowing the child to concentrate in the class. You know, sometimes when we give questions to these children to solve, probably during examination and test, and sometimes some of them are outstanding while others perform woefully. It is not everyone that has performed woefully that didn't study.
Okay.
Some of them, the emotional state at that point wouldn't even allow them to assimilate anything. So as a teacher, get to know these things, not just a marker and your whiteboard and books all the time. Get to know those children, create a relationship with them. That wouldn't make them disrespect you. No, I am somebody that is disciplined. And you know, something happened in my school on Friday. I was going, some set of SS3 students were passing. Okay. They greeted me, we exchanged pleasantries and left. And I saw the principal at the entrance of the school and he was like, oh, did those students greet you? I said, yes, they did. And he said, but other teachers complain that they don't greet them. I said, they greeted me. They will greet me. Why wouldn't they? So the principal was like, wow. So we departed. In my mind, I'm like, they would definitely greet me, even if they don't greet any other person. What I tell my students in classes, if every other note is not complete, mine must be complete. I try as much as possible to maintain order in my class. Very disciplined, very strict. And at the same time, I get close to my students. So I'm approachable and I'm respected. They respect me so much. Even if they disrespect, if they talk back at any teacher, they won't talk back at me. You can see that I have a very small stature that normally students would want to disrespect, but they won't, because of the way I do my things. So you don't forcefully request for respect. You command respect through your knowledge, your lifestyle. If they discover that this person, if we go to her, she will always have a solution to our problems. If they discover that when we go to this person with questions, she will provide an answer. If they discover that this person is knowledgeable, she knows what she's teaching, they won't disrespect you. But imagine a teacher that they will come to and she will use what is going on within her to react to those children. No, you're not meant to be a teacher. It's not like that. Even if, you know, we are all humans and things happen in our different homes. We have our own conditions. We have things that are going on within us also. But as a teacher, you need to be able to double face. What do I mean by that? Smile when even you don't mean it inside you. Even if things are wrong within you, even if you've not eaten that day, please just smile. You just need to wear a happy face. Not that you frown into the class and the students are like, what is going on this morning? They wouldn't even be interested in whatever you are saying. They are looking at your face, you don't know. They are reading your eyeballs and your facial expression, you don't even know. So you would think they are listening to what you're saying. They will concentrate so much that you will think they are listening to what you're teaching them, but guess what? They are not. They are reading your mind through your facial expression. So as a role model, you have to maintain good facial expression at all time. As much as you are trying to be an authority figure, trying to maintain order, please wear happy face like I do all the time.
Okay, thank you so much for that. You know, because in this part of the world, many teachers used to feel like when they are shouting, when they are flogging someone, that's when students will fear you and respect you. If not, if you're trying to get so close to them, they'll just be laughing at you, or like they'll just be, you know, take you lower because you are getting so close to them. So that's the problem. So I thank you so much for the insightful examples that you've given us. Well, it makes me to wonder, like, do you have any personal experience or any personal story whereby you saw yourself navigating being a role model in the classroom and also being an authority figure? Like any experience or story, your personal story that you saw yourself navigating that?
You know, there was a day I went to class. There is this boy that is noted for notoriety. The boy is so notorious. He is troublesome. He disobeys. He does all manner of things.
Okay.
So that boy, everybody reports him. Everybody speaks ill of him. I got to the class having that mindset already. So as I got to the class, the boy began I was new in the school.
Okay.
So the boy began to exhibit those. As I was teaching, the boy was talking. I left what I was writing. I went round. I didn't go to the boy straight, so he won't feel somehow. So I went round to check all their notes to see if they were writing. They were all writing except the two of them, that boy and one other boy. You know, instead of slapping or scolding the boy instantly, what I did then was I called the two of them. I said, "Do you know the reason why they ask you to write?"
Okay.
So the boy said yes. One of them responded, "So we can read later." The other said, "Okay." I said, "Since you know the reason why you are writing, then why are you doing yourself the harm of not writing?" Not writing, do you have the textbook? He said, "No." So not writing now means you are harming yourself, because at the end of the day, when others have substance to read for exam, you won't have. So you won't have anything to read for exam, then how do you expect to pass the exam? Do you want to cheat during the exam? He said, "No, cheating is not allowed." So I told him, I said, "My own notes must be complete at all. I won't flog you, okay? I love you. I won't beat you. You're a very good boy." And I faced the rest of the class. I said, "Do you know that kids like this are promising? You may just be walking down the street in the next 4 or 5 years and see this boy riding a Range Rover or even another latest car."
Exactly. That's what.
So I told them, I said, "Kids like this, don't look down on them. Oh, they are promising child. He's just acting stubborn. But Shina, please, don't do yourself the harm of not writing in class again. Ensure you write all notes. It goes a long way. Not even my subject alone. Complete all your notes." I spoke with him that day, and thereafter, the boy complied. When I get to the class, the boy would listen. He would write. I didn't even beat him. Others were saying they will beat the hell out of him, yet he will misbehave the next day. Some even said that while you are beating him, he will be talking back at you. He will be giving you responses and awful facial expressions. But I didn't even beat him. I just warned him, and after warning, I talked to him with love. And I even made other students in the class to know that this boy is not a bad boy, as you have all named him. Okay, he's a promising child, so let us treat him with love. He needs love. And the boy changed for better. So it's not cane all the time. I don't believe in using cane.
Yeah.
There are 101 ways. I give queries to students. If I serve you query 3 times in a term, you will explain to the whole school. And I deal with SS students. They are mature. They don't want to be disgraced and embarrassed.
So how do you give queries to your students?
I will prepare my query and I will serve you. Once you misbehave, probably you violate one of my rules. I have my rules. You know, I told you as a teacher, as much as you are trying to be role model, you must also be an authority figure. Not by beating too much or by scolding all the time, but set your rules. Let them know who you are. Let them know that you can't take nonsense. Those children, they know what they are doing, though. They know those that they can do nonsense with and those that they can't. Okay?
Yeah.
So they will read you, they will study you, they will know the things you can take and things you cannot take. If you allow them to take you for granted, they are very perfect at that. They will take you, they can even spit on you. They can do anything to you or with you. But let them know the things you cannot take. So once I enter a class, I let them know my rules. And if you violate my rules, probably more than 3 times, it depends on class. I have different rules for different classes and for different ages. So if you violate any of them more than 3 times, I serve you query. And if I serve you query, you receive my query more than 3 times in a session, you will explain to the whole assembly, to the whole school. We have board of governors in our school.
Okay.
You will face the board of governors and explain the reason why you have been violating. And you will write a full iron note, 80 leaves, back and front, that you will never repeat such again.
Which you start writing from one page to another until you finish the.
Yes, they will write. They will write it from the first page. No, beating is stressful now. I mean, I don't like it even sometimes to eat. That's why I'm skinny like this. I don't like stressing myself. So you beating, you are stressing yourself. And sometimes it doesn't change anything. Okay, there are 101 ways of punishing a child that is even beyond beating, that you won't even stress yourself. So I will make them go through that. Then they will be the ones serving the punishment, not me. If you are beating a child, both of you are in it together. You end up getting home and using paracetamol. Yes.
Yeah, because this thing that you said about telling them to write the reason, I can remember when I was in JS3. Our maths teacher, a reverend sister then, we made noise in our class, and she told us that we are going to buy 20 leaves to write. I will never make noise in the class again. I will never write all the lines.
It happened when I was in secondary school, although they have never given me that before. But I know that our principal do tell students to do that. I will not do that again or something like that. So I modified my own too.
Seriously?
I modified it, I changed it. You use exercise book now, you use iron note.
No, what happened?
But before I give you that to do, you would have responded to my query like 3 times. And the query, I will even mark it as if I'm marking essay. Your content, your organization, your expression, your mechanical accuracy. I will circle it, the errors. You have your mark deducted during exam because you have responded wrongly to the query.
Wow.
Yes, if your English is not even balanced, you cannot respond to my query well. So that's one. It is enough as punishment. Before you have faced the board of governors, and if I want my students sometimes and they are refusing to, I will tell them, they will sit right. I don't want to stress myself. No. Life is too short to worry yourself. So let them be the ones serving the punishment when they violate, not me. Okay? So that is it.
So that being said, how do you navigate, when you are trying to guide a student and the person is resistance? You are trying to use your own strategy to correct the student. Let's say that student that you mentioned before, and you approached him, the way you motivated him, you encouraged him in front of the whole class that he's actually
and he still refuses to comply.
What if he refuses to comply?
Do you know that a child that is resistant to correction may have many reasons for doing that?
Okay.
So if a child is being corrected and the child is not taken to correction, get to know the reason why he's doing that. That's the first thing.
Okay.
It is that will give you an insight of what to do. As a teacher, I think I've said this earlier, you have to be able to swing modes, to change, to diversify. That's why I say one has to be versatile. Okay, I change. Sometimes you see me laugh and play and smile. Sometimes I'm very serious when I want to pray, pay attention to some things. Sometimes I scrutinize. Sometimes I'm just liberal. I leave you to do whatever you want to do. So as a teacher, you need to be able to to employ different strategies, not just one. That's one that I used for Shino. It's just one of the strategies a teacher can use. So you have to be able to use, me giving you queries, another strategy. Okay? So, but you need to know the reason why a child is behaving the way the child is behaving. When you get to know that, then you know what to do. So is it the way the child has been brought up?
Okay.
Is it that the child has not been punished accordingly before? Is it that the child is going through some emotional pains or conditions? Is it from the child's parents? Is it genetic? Look at the child's parents. Is the mother stubborn? Is the father stubborn? If they are hooligans, if what this child sees at home all the time is violence, you can't expect a child like that to be taciturn. The child has to be a violent child also. Then in that case, you call the parents. This is the behavior your child is exhibiting in the school. What do you think we can do to curb it? I know that they will say, beat him, kill him, do this, strangle him. You say no. You tell them no. Then you advise them. The child doesn't stay 24 hours in school. So this cannot be corrected in school alone.
Okay.
So I will do my part, you will do your part. So you educate the parents on what to do, counsel them. It is not beat him, kill him that is the solution. Please and please, at home, show some love. The violent act that this child might be seeing around in the neighborhood, let it be caught. Then talk to this child at regular intervals. Then we'll do our own part in the school as well. Then you see that the child will change. So, in summary, let's get to know the reason why the child is behaving that way. That is what I do. And it works out for me.
That means
I get to know the reason.
You have to study.
I said it earlier.
Let's say you have 50 students. You have to study their character, their background.
Yes.
For you to be able to teach them.
You know, if you have 50 students in the class,
Yes.
all of them cannot be behaving the same way.
Yes.
Some children are naturally taciturn, they are quiet, some are outspoken, some are intelligent, some assimilate fast, some are slow learners, some write fast, some write. So they cannot be the same.
Yeah.
You will parents will definitely ask you that, oh, okay, yesterday a parent just called me, how is Israel Oluwakemi doing? For crying out loud, I'm just 3 weeks in this school. And we have almost 500 students in this school. How am I expected to know Oluwakemi Israel within the 3 weeks? Within 3 weeks, how am I expected to know? But what I told the mother is, he's doing well. But we'll try as much as possible to work on him to make him do better. Fine. You know, I didn't say the child is bad.
Yeah.
I didn't say he's good.
Yeah.
So I went back to the child's class to know who the boy is. When I go to know who Israel Oluwakemi, the boy is troublesome. Kai, the boy doesn't write notes. I said, oh, so is this boy's mother that I spoke with? So I just called the boy. Let me see your notes. He has updated the note because the last time I saw the note, it wasn't complete. So I told him to do this, do that, to bring it to me during break. So he has updated it. I said, good. So I spoke with him now I've spoken with his mom, that he's a good boy now. So he should try as much as possible to be a good boy and all of that. So parents, we ask you. So you have to take your time. That is what teaching is all about. If you want to go, it's beyond salary, it's beyond money. If you get to look at what teachers are doing, it is not what they get that they should be getting. It is not what they are paid that they should be paid.
Exactly.
In fact, teachers should be paid in millions. But then, if you want to do this thing, make sure you're passionate about it.
Okay.
Make sure you want to do it beyond what you are earning. If it is, I cannot come and kill myself, I cannot die because of 50,000 naira, cannot kill myself because of 80,000 naira they are paying me, go and search for a job elsewhere. Please don't teach. Teaching is beyond the 80,000 naira they offer to pay you. Teaching is a calling. It is just like pastoring. If you are not called to do it, don't do it. Because you may end up regretting. Because if one is not impacting and you are not giving space for those that want to impact, they employ you to do something, you are not doing it. You are not being a role model to them. You are not being an authority figure to them. You are not doing what you are expected to do. You are not motivating, you are not inspiring, you are not guiding. And you are not giving space for another person that can do it. You know, some people have that ability naturally. And you have been employed to fill the space, to be doing it. The management assumes that you are doing it. They won't employ another person to come and do it. You know that. Now, you have filled the space that ought to be filled by somebody that possess those potentials. So please, I will urge those that are into teaching profession that are not doing what they need to do to give space for those that are passionate about it. Yes, we are doing it, we know what we get in return. God bless teachers a lot. Even regardless of the economic situation, we are still doing fine beyond what we earn. So if one is doing it faithfully, one will get blessed. So it is a lot. Being a teacher is a lot. So that is why I say it is a calling. If you are called to teach, you will enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing those things. I don't even see it as anything big. So please, I want to urge every other person to do it right. Yes, if you do it right, you get blessed for it. I'm doing it right. I'm getting blessed. I enjoy doing it. My students enjoy me. I like them. They like me. And at the same time, if you pass through my class, you will see decorum. What will you say is decorum? Even the principal wonders how I manage to maintain decorum to that extent, even as small as I seem to be in stature.
Okay, so this being the Valentine's Day episode, I want to talk about love, teachers' love in the classroom. What do you think is the right way for a teacher to show love in your classroom?
So many ways to show love.
Okay.
Because so many things happen at different times.
Okay.
Sometimes you might show love through your words.
Okay.
Some of your students might be going through certain things that needs words that will suit them at that time. Give suiting words to them. If any of your student is hungry, please try as much as possible to give them what to eat. Even if you don't have at the moment, outsource for them. If you are hungry, you know how to outsource for yourself. Outsource for them, and if a child is thirsty, please look for a way to quench the thirst. Even if you don't have water, outsource for that child. Let the child's thirst be quenched. Let it be quenched. So feed them when they are hungry, quench their thirst. Let them be fed with soothing words from you. Get close to them, establish a relationship with them. Establish a relationship with them.
That's really a lot.
And then one has to be empathetic also.
Okay.
Please, when they are going through anything, the way I do, I'm saying those things because they are the things I do.
Okay.
The child is hungry, the child won't assimilate. And I don't want to give myself the stress of explaining and re-explaining later. Because if the child is not getting it, I want to ensure that I make sure you get it. So I will have to explain again and again. So I try as much as possible to kick against any hindrance that may want to make any child in my class not to assimilate when I'm explaining. So when I say that your facial expression is depicting hunger, I call you, have you eaten today? That is how to show love. If the child says yes, okay, what is wrong with you? Why are you looking this way? What is the matter with you? Is there anything going on at home? Are you feeling somehow? Your health? Are you okay? So if the child is having a health condition, if it is one that solution can be provided to in the school, then we go to the sick bay or go to the first aid box, get mismark, get whatever the child can use, so the child will be okay at that time to be able to assimilate, not just you shouting at the front there. No. Let's them be ready to listen before you explain. So I ensure they are all ready to listen before I explain. So those are the things I do.
Because I wonder, with what you said, I wonder how you'll be able to make everybody, let's say people are hungry, your students are hungry. You can't be carrying food to school to feed your students or water.
Okay.
Like if the school is not providing those, how do you give them food? Like,
do you know that if you have a class of 50, everybody cannot be hungry at the same time?
Yes.
If you have 3 people that are hungry,
okay,
the 3 of them may not be from poor home.
Okay.
So you pick your phone, the way I do, I call their parents. Ma, Daniel has not eaten anything today. Is there anything the problem?
Okay.
Oh, he's too playful. He left his lunchbox at home. He did this, he did. What can we do? because the boy won't assimilate anything. Then the parents can say, okay, I'll make transfer, get him something to eat. Okay, I'll do this, just please. Okay, auntie, please, I can't do anything at the moment. He has to start for today since he's too playful. Then it's left to you to know what to do. Even if not much, just something small. Let the child consume so the child will be able to assimilate. So do you understand? It's not all the students that will be hungry at the same time. And those hungry, it is not all of them that the parents cannot afford food.
Yes.
They may have forgotten their food at home. They may wake up late and the mother wants to bring the food later in the afternoon. So I pick my phone, put a call across to the parents, get to know the reason why the child has not been fed, and then we provide solution to it.
It has really been a wonderful one, very beautiful. So, but before we wrap up things, I would love to ask you, teachers that they are struggling with being able to do this, to be able to balance out being an authority figure and a role model in the classroom. You know, they wonder, what if they are too authoritative and they lose the child's confidence and approachability? Like, what advice do you have to give them so that they can do this better? Yeah, so that they can maintain good relationship this Valentine, at least let them have something.
Yes, one thing I would like everyone in this line of profession to know is we wear multiple hats.
Okay.
Yes, we as teachers, we have to be able to do different things. Okay, if you are using a method and it is not working, then look out for another method. We can consult other colleagues of ours. We are not epitome of knowledge. We have senior colleagues, we have junior colleagues, we have our mates around us. Let's walk up to people. I'm trying this method, is not working. What else can I do? I'm doing this, it is not working. Then what else can I do? You can talk to your principal. You can talk to those that have been in that line of profession for years. If you are really willing to do it right, but you are not getting it right, then talk to those that are getting it right. Listen to seminars, read, study. Teachers are not meant to just teach alone. We do day-to-day study. If you're a teacher and you don't study, then you'll be using archaic knowledge.
Yeah.
And our knowledge has to be updated from day to day. As teachers, update your knowledge every time. So if you are trying out something, not even teachers alone, if anyone is trying out something and it is not working, then you study more, consult people that have done it and are successful. Consult people and get to know better ways of doing it. You can't just sit at your comfort zone and think that things will be done like that. No. If you're really willing to do it, consult those that have done it better than you before. Consult those that have been successful, those that have been able to balance the role of being an authority figure and a role model to their students, and they are successful in it. Those that have gotten award for being good role models, those that have gotten award for being able to maintain orderliness in their class, talk to them. How are you doing it? Let me adopt your methodologies as well. Okay, what are the things you do? Get to know from those that know more than you. You are not an island of knowledge. We are not epitome of knowledge. Everyone learns new things every day. So in order to unveil, you have to unlearn and relearn. So my advice to fellow teachers is you unlearn. If you are doing things and they are not working out positively, unlearn them and relearn new ones. Relearn new ones. So you'll be able to be an authority figure and then role models to your students.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Elizabeth Odeyale, for this insightful episode. I'm very, very grateful, and we appreciate you joining us for this episode once more. So your ears are not better than mine. You've been able to hear a lot. Teachers, students, everybody. Even if you are a leader, you are not a teacher, but you're a leader. All these things are what you learn, how to balance out maintaining the authority and still getting close to people that you are teaching. So I believe that you must have learned one or two things from today's episode. Thank you so much for being with us through from the beginning till this very end. Don't forget that we are online. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on YouTube. We are Accessible Publishers Limited. We're also on TikTok. Then on X, we are Accessible PL. You can check out our website, www.accessiblepublishers.com. Till next time, happy Valentine's Day.
With much love. Bye.